Welcome to this introductory webinar on the Speed You Up project. In this webinar, we will cover the following items. Introduction, why Speed You Up, for whom, what do we strive for, what is in it for you, next steps to take, and thank you for watching. So we start with the introduction. First of all, as this is an Interact 2Cs funded project, we have partners located in specific regions within France, the Netherlands, Belgium, and the UK. You can see all 13 partners listed here in the overview. Speed You Up is actually an acronym standing for Students and Need Young People, Professionals, and Educators Work on Employability and Entrepreneurial Skills in the battle against school dropout and youth unemployment. And with Need Young People, we mean young people that are not in education, employment, or training. In the Speed You Up project, partners gather local businesses, governments, non-profit organizations, teachers, coaches, and the young people in a local hub. A hub can be considered as the space where you bring together all stakeholders in order to support the young people in building up their pop-up business. But it also strengthens the local network amongst the stakeholders. The pop-up business idea originates from a community analysis. During the community analysis, young people try to detect local needs within the community, so that their pop-up business could answer to the problem or need they have detected themselves. What is the Speed You Up DNA? Well, we go for an integrated approach, so we work with the whole person, give young people hope and new pathways for the future. We also strive for a bottom-up approach, and we stress the importance of co-creation and participation of young people. We have a cross-border approach, so once you join, you are part of an international project. We are community-based or oriented, so young people build a pop-up business that will contribute to their neighborhood. We also have a hybrid approach, and so we have an offer of online and offline training sessions, as well as a well-functioning website, including an online forum and a toolbox filled with resources. One of the students of CDO Newton, St. Niklaas, said that instead of traditional lessons with a teacher, we also have a coach who works together with us and who gives feedback during our trajectory. So the advantage is that you actually become very independent in a short period of time and also get to know the ups and downs of starting a business. So why did we create Speed You Up? As you can see from this picture, the number of early school leavers varies across regions. And we know that even within the regions depicted here, there still exists a lot of variation within that region. And this results in these smaller regions or areas that are dealing with much larger numbers than the average number depicted here. And these numbers are then also way above the European target limits. The same is true for the Need Young People. And as said, early school leaving remains a pressing issue in Europe. A more practical, work-oriented route towards a qualification is a promising way to direct early leavers back into education. Entrepreneurship addresses issues such as low motivation, self-esteem, and lack of future perspective. Entrepreneurship makes it possible for young people to create value in the economy and within their community. Entrepreneurial skills are transferable skills that are available for self-employment, but also for training, education, paid employment, volunteering, and so on. Entrepreneurship is also a bridge between the worlds of education and work. Many other entrepreneurship programs were found to be very successful, and as many others, we have used the Entrecom framework as a basis. The challenge for our program lies more in the fact that it needs to be tailored to this specific target group. This is quite challenging, as they lost trust in the school system, themselves, and even society, and thus require a different approach. They prefer learning by doing and ownership, and need to be informed about their talents and impact. So who is Speed You Up for? Well, it's for schools with a high number of students at risk for early school leaving. Please note that we have written the project with the young people in mind that fall under this indicator list. This list can help you to select groups of students based on specific indicators, which you can see partly depicted here. However, you are completely free to make your own selections. Speed You Up is also for areas or community centers with a high number of young people, and preferably for young people between 15 and 24 years old. Different trajectories are possible. For instance, as a separate trajectory for young people who already dropped out of schools, or Speed You Up could be replacing part of the curriculum for a group of students facing difficulties, or as an additional offer for young people to boost their motivation, and so on. What do we strive for? Well, the overall goal of the Speed You Up program is to transform the life outcomes of young people who are at risk of becoming NEETs or who already are NEET. This is done by supporting their schools or community centers to embed the Speed You Up program through developing a hub, enable the young people to develop entrepreneurial and employability skills by giving them the opportunity to set up and run a team pop-up business, and we strive to invest in collaborations between local governments, local businesses, schools, and organizations that support young people in vulnerable situations. So what's in it for you, and how to get started? Design the Speed You Up trajectory in a way that fits with the reality of your organization. Liaise with a local project partner to discuss personnel, financial, administrative, and legal requirements. Build a network of stakeholders. Adapt the Speed You Up roadmap to your organization. Start by recruiting young people. For almost all of these steps, we have developed supportive materials and resources that are available on the website. As said, we also have an online toolbox filled with resources. We have training and coaching offers for coaches. You can be coached by a local project partner that will support your implementation. The young people can liaise with each other through an online forum within or across organizations. You can access a wide network of stakeholders across the 2Cs area. You can learn from others who have been there before you. Here you can see how our website looks, with a separate site for partners, for the online forum, for the toolbox, and for the 8 modules of the program. And let's not forget, you are changing the lives of so many young potentials. There are also possibilities after the Speed You Up trajectory. You can do business check and hackathon for young people eager to continue their own business after the project. You can support young people in transferring to education, training, volunteering, and self-employment or employment. You can support young people in further developing their entrepreneurial skills. All project partners work with schools, but also with community organizations. So what are the next steps you can take? You can set up a meeting with a Speed You Up partner. You can discuss the Speed You Up project with your management. You can identify possible groups of young people. You can think about the extra support you may need. You can discuss a start date and watch the remaining webinars. And all of this will make sure that you help young people to regain trust in themselves and society. Thank you for watching. We would really welcome your feedback, so please answer the questions in the survey. And if you're looking for contact details, please have a look at our website. Thank you.